box located on the bottom of the left screen. Welcome to the City of Chicago Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection. We have adapted our regular business education workshops at City Hall into these webinars until further notice. Please note any website or email that I mentioned will be posted in the chat box. All BACP offices are open to limited members of the public. Masks are required in all BACP facilities. For those seeking business licensing assistance, we strongly encourage the processing of licenses and permits online. Business license can be applied for or renewed online at chicagobusinessdirect.org, or you could call 312-74-GO-BIZ. If you are part of the BACP Entrepreneur Certificate Program, you can get credit for joining this webinar by sending an email to bacpoutreach@cityofchicago.org. If you want to learn more about the program, please visit chicago.gov/businesseducation. Also, this webinar is being recorded and will be available at youtube.com/ChicagoBACP. I will post all the mentioned information in the chat box. We encourage attendees to ask questions. Please use the chat box and send your questions to all panelists. There will be a Q&A session at the end of the presentation. Today's webinar will be Pitch Your Business, Give Your Voice to Your Idea, presented by Myeisha Grady, Business Advisor at the Illinois SBDC at the WBDC. Myeisha?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this webinar today. We're going to cover the topic, Pitch Your Business, Give a Voice to Your Idea. And as Geraldine said, if you have any questions during this presentation, please post it in the chat and they will be addressed. So let's begin. So my name is Myeisha Grady, and I am a business advisor with the Illinois Small Business Development Center at the Women's Business Development Center. I am part of the Entrepreneurial Services Department that is located in the South Suburbs. Our headquarters are downtown Chicago. I also teach communication courses to our military online, and I teach communication speech courses at a local community college. I really enjoy talking about speech, and that's why I brought this presentation to you, because I believe that it is so important for us to make sure that we use our voices to get things done. So before we jump in it, let's go ahead and set the scene for today. So today you will hear about the Women's Business Development Center, different business pitches, finding your voice by facing your fear, and delivering a strong business pitch. So here at the Women's Business Development Center, we have different services that we offer. We offer connections, capital, and contracts. So the first thing is our connections. The connection services includes a no-cost one-on-one business advice and management assistance with the development of your business plans. We help with accessing market information and the development of a marketing plan. We also assist with accessing corporate and government contracts. We offer assistance with financial analysis and planning, access to business education and training opportunities. Here we have different cohorts that we offer to our clients that include Scale Up, Plan for Profit, Plan for Recovery, where you can get mentorship opportunities. You meet with other business owners, and you also are able to meet with the business advisors who are presenting those cohorts. Right now, I'm in the midst of Plan for Recovery, where our participants are recovering from all that they have lost during COVID and just trying to elevate their business or pivot to use their business in different ways. We also help with technology, innovation, and entrepreneurial development. So let's talk about capital. Everyone wants to have some extra money, right? Especially when you have a business of your own and you need some startup funds. Well, our Access to Capital team focuses on helping business owners develop a better understanding of their business finances. Whether you're seeking a small business loan, financial counseling, or loan education and assistance, the team is available to help you. And we will help you to grow your business as best we can with the capital that you need. So you can contact our capital department at loan program at WBDC.org. And finally, we have contracts. So we offer certifications to women owned businesses. The government and large corporations are the largest buyers of goods and services and often awards contracts specifically to those that can certify that they are woman owned business. These contracts can be constant, reliable sources of income. Now, that means that at least 51% of your business has to be owned by a woman in order to be certified as woman owned. The WBE certification is a destination sought by women owned companies to help leverage contracts with major corporations and government agencies. For profit companies based in the US that are controlled by at least, again, 51% owned by a woman. It has to be owned, operated, and managed by the woman or women to be eligible to apply. We assist with certifications to the WBENC, a national certification organization. So the Illinois Procurement Technical Assistance Center is PTAC. It provides assistance with one-on-one advising to help you develop your strategies to network and navigate local and federal government opportunities. So if this is something that sounds of interest to you and your business, you can go to our website at www.wbdc.org. So let's go ahead and get started with our discussion. I'm going to stop my video because I really want you to focus in on the ideas that are presented on the next few slides. So let's start our discussion with the different business pitches that are out there. If you Google business pitches, you will find an array of of websites that are offering examples, definitions, and blogs providing advice. For this presentation, I am going to explain the top three different, different pitches that can help you give your idea a voice. So you should all be familiar with the elevator, short, and long pitches. As an entrepreneur or solopreneur, you are always talking about your business to various people in various situations. And you have to figure out what is right for you to talk about and how you're going to explain what you're doing in your business. So let's start with the elevator pitch. As you can see, the first picture there is a woman holding the door open to an elevator. And this is where you give a quick introduction to your business. Think of it as your time spent on an elevator talking to a potential investor. Your ride is typically less than a minute long, so that means you cannot be long-winded here. So you must pack a punch in whatever you choose to share. You do not have time to go into every little detail, but you must share what will keep them wanting more. So let's say I'm an experienced elevator repair professional who has developed a product that can extend the life of the massive pull chain system that moves the elevator. So my elevator pitch might sound a little bit like this. What if I told you the chains pulling this elevator are worn and they could stop and pop at any moment? Good thing I know a thing or two about elevators. See, I have over 18 years of experience repairing these things, and it took some time to develop a new pull chain system that can extend the life of this elevator. So my product has a patent pending, but I'm looking for investors to take this thing to the next level. What do you say? Want to make sure that your next elevator ride is safer? See, the goal of the elevator pitch is to get the listener in a position to offer you an opportunity to share more. Maybe take you out to coffee to discuss it further. This is where your short pitch comes into play. So, a short pitch, this is where you have a few minutes, usually less than 10 minutes, to get your idea out there. You'll share more details about the problem that you're trying to solve, like the elevator pool change system popping, the product that you're using to solve the problem, and the profit that you will secure. So, again, you're giving details about the problem you're solving, the product you're using, and the profit you will secure. So here is where you can share stories, how this is already working, what your customers are saying, and how you are making some money off of this idea. The key word here is I said customers, what your customers are saying, not your friends and family, not your neighbor, your customers. These are people that you're not associated with in any kind of way because you want to make sure that your investor knows that you have already pitched this to some people that could definitely benefit from it. So at the end of this pitch, you will still want to keep your listener wanting more. So save all your financial breakdown for the long pitch. You can touch on it in a short pitch, but you'll need more time to get into the details of the financials. And that's where your long pitch comes in. So the long pitch, this gives you up to an hour of time to get your listener or investors into the right frame of mind to break out their wallets and invest in your business as the big bucks investor or as a customer. Here you lay it all out on the line. This is not the TV version of Shark Tank. This is the unedited version. I mean, do you know that when they're on TV as Shark Tank, that the investors are really sitting there longer than 5 minutes, right? Well, now you know. Typically, they are there for an hour or more. And with the magic of television editing, it looks like they were only there a couple of minutes. But this, at Shark Tank, that's where they are giving their long pitches. You have to know your numbers. You have to be very consistent in the way in which you deliver your information when you're doing your long pitches. So you see in the picture all the post-it notes and different things to get the listener into a certain frame of mind. You have to be very confident, very reassured that your business idea is worth their time. So here's where we're going to talk about that voice of yours, finding your voice. Most times it has to do with fear as to why you don't find your voice. So you have to be able to face your fears. So now that you know the three different business pitches, your voice is what's going to matter here. Most people are not open to sharing their thoughts to others, let alone pitch an idea. The reason that they have this problem is because of fear. There's nothing worse than holding yourself back based on the fear that you have. But here's the kicker. The fear that you believe you have, it's not real. It's not tangible, and it's definitely not helpful. If you look up the word fear in the dictionary, it's saying that it is an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, is likely to cause you some pain, or it's a threat. All of this is you being afraid of something that you cannot see or feel. So, in essence, you are really holding yourself back. You're holding your idea hostage in your mind because you don't know if it's going to be successful. You have to be able to share your ideas to others. So, how do you really find your voice? How do you really face your fear? Where Eleanor Roosevelt said that you gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. So you must do the very thing that you think you cannot do. And here's why you must look fear in the face. Look fear in the face by thinking differently. You have to change negative thoughts about yourself and your business. Stop assuming the worst, change your perspective, and stop trying to read the minds of others. To look fear in the face, you really have to take a look at yourself. So for this slide, I chose the statue of Rocky Balboa because I think every entrepreneur, dreamer, and forward thinker can find so many motivational quotes to keep pushing forward. When you think you are ready to throw in the towel, please Google Rocky's inspirational quotes. And there are more out there, not just with Rocky, but others. So find the ones that resonate best with you. I'm just choosing Rocky because there is one in particular that I think you'll find of interest. So, yes, changing your thoughts about yourself and your business can be difficult. But guess what? It is necessary. You can kill your dream before it's realized just by thinking negatively. If you are a believer of people that you can that will see your business in a negative light, you will present them in a negative light. If you're believing that they see you in negative light, you're going to present in a negative light. What you think, it will definitely be. Don't sabotage yourself or your idea. For example, when you start speaking about your business, don't start with, I know it needs some work, but let me tell you about it anyway. What you have just done is picked yourself apart. What you will say before you say it, you are killing your idea. You're telling the listener what to feel and think as you speak. Why are you doing that? What's wrong with showcasing your confidence? Stand behind your business. Because if you won't, who will do it for you? So, next, you cannot go into this thinking the worst. The earth will not shake. You will not faint. Your dead relative will not appear shaking their head in disappointment. What is the worst that can happen after you pitch your idea? The worst is getting a no. But is that really the worst? I think a no with no explanation is the worst because you can't learn from the exchange. Every note that you receive in life, it should be a lesson learned for you. You should be able to take that lesson and apply the necessary changes until you get the yes. How many famous people do you know or that you have seen and heard of that said they faced many people saying no before they finally got a yes? What makes you so different? What would happen if you changed your perspective? Have you ever taken a moment to look at your business idea from the perspective of your listeners? Your potential investor or future customer, what should they know about your business? What should they know about you? Would they really know you are scared or nervous if you don't tell them? Those are some of the questions you should ask yourself when you're changing your perspective. And last, this is the one that gets me. Stop trying to read the minds of others. When you start thinking that people around you are thinking bad thoughts about you, it only increases your level of fear. Why would you do that to yourself? Does it really matter if they do not like your shirt, your skirt, or your shoes? No. What matters is the message that you really want to get across to them. There are many shirts, skirts, and shoes that are on the shelves today that are not looking the best. But guess what? They are selling. So, why are they selling? Well, that's because people were able to tell a story that convinced an audience that they needed those unappealing items to be great in this world. Your business idea is the same. You could be selling hamburgers down the street from the number one hamburger joint on the block, but what makes your burger stand out is you, your voice, not the thoughts of someone else's mind. So here's the thing about Rocky Balboa. He said, time takes everybody out. Time is undefeated. So you have to stop wasting time. And you have to stop wasting time trying to read the minds of others, because it is time to step away from your fear and invest more time focusing on delivering a strong business pitch. So that brings us to delivering a strong business pitch. In order to do so, you have to format your pitch in a way that will help you get your ideas out there. In your delivery, you have to open with your attention grabber, have your 3 standout facts about your business, which is how you will solve the problem. State your expertise and close your pitch by having a good call to action for your listeners. Always have a call to action. In your attention grabber, you have to make it something that the audience will be thinking. So let's go back to my elevator pitch example. I sparked it off by telling my listener while on the elevator, I got their heart really pumping when I said, "What if I told you the pull chains on this elevator are worn and could pop at any moment?" Can you imagine hearing that statement on a moving elevator? So think about your business. What can you say that can spark an investor in hearing more? Do not make it outlandish, because we don't really want to scare the people, but we want to practice your attention grabber on some friends, some families, if you're not really sure, and make sure it fits the other facts you will share about your business. So the facts you will share about your business should also stand out. What makes your business unique? What are 3 things about your business that makes others want to be involved with it? How are you solving a problem? Why are you best at solving that problem? And one thing I told my listener on the elevator is how I took time to develop a new pull chain system that can extend the life of the elevator. I also mentioned how my product has a patent pending, but I'm looking for investors to take it to the next level. And since I am looking for investors, I have to answer the question, why are you the best to do it? Your expertise has to be front and center with your business pitch. Remember what I said about me and my elevators? I told my listener I have over 18 years of experience repairing elevators. So, based on that alone, you know that I am more than the average elevator repair professional. When you're pitching your idea, you have to be the expert. You have to know your problem solver will work firsthand. It is also a good idea to have customers already. Again, not just your friends and family. It'd be a great idea to have customers who are not connected to you. If a stranger can trust your expertise, you have a better chance to get investors to buy into your closer. So the last part of the pitch is the closer. So here's where you're going to tell the listener what to do with the information you shared. Here's where you make your final attempt at closing the deal. I already said I'm looking for investors for my elevator pool chain system, as my patent is pending. I also asked my listener if they want to make sure that their next elevator ride is safer. I could also give the listener specific dollar amounts needed. But before you ask for a very specific amount, you should have your numbers worked out. Your financials should be thorough, clear, and precise. Your projections must be realistic. Remember on Shark Tank, they come up with those fake numbers? The sharks can see that, and thus they are out before they say anything else. Remember those components needed in the shell of your pitch. It's not the nuts and bolts, but depending on which of the 3 different pitches you're giving, you will expand each section based on the amount of time you have to deliver. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead and start writing something down. Think about your business and how you can use this strong pitch outline that I have in front of you. Write down your attention grabbing statement about your product or service. And then write down 3 standout facts about your business. What problem are you solving? I need you to state your expertise. And then I want you to give me a call to action. So take a couple of seconds, start jotting down some notes. And then let's go ahead and face your fear and let's try to practice an elevator speech or elevator pitch. If you have something that you can share with us, put it in the chat that you would like to share, and then I will go ahead and guide you as best I can through your business pitch. So take a second, write it down, and in the chat, type me. If you type me, we're going to go ahead and open up your mic so that you can tell us what your business pitch sounds like. I'll give you as much feedback as I can to make sure that you are developing a good business pitch. And Geraldine, whenever you see someone in there, go ahead and open it up.
Okay, no problem. Devana, I'm going to be unmuting you.
Good morning, Devana.
Devana,
Can
you're
you guys hear
unmuted.
me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. I just wanted to say I am really enjoying this so far, and I think I'm ready for an elevator pitch.
Okay, come on with it. Let me hear.
Okay. So we're on the elevator, and hi, my name is DJ Lip Gloss. I am a female DJ, and I DJ for any event that you may have, whether it's weddings, birthday parties, grand openings. Here's my card. Give me a call.
That's great. That's great. So let me hear. What are your 3 standout facts?
My 3 standout facts are I am on time, professional, dependable, reliable, and I've literally DJ'd any kind of event that you can imagine.
Hmm. You know what? I will also throw in there that you can DJ all genres of music.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, make sure you throw that in there. And
Uh-huh.
then when you hand the business card, make
Hmm.
sure you tell them, give me a call tomorrow or give me a call later today or text me, you know what I mean? So you want to give them a time so that they can definitely do that action that you're asking for.
Absolutely, because I feel like there's always a reason to celebrate something. So even if you didn't feel like you wanted to add a DJ or live entertainment, I just wanted to have that like right in your face. So that way you can be like, well, maybe I can entertain my guests with a little music or fun or karaoke or whatever it may be.
Yes, and I love the fact that you're throwing karaoke in there. That would be a good one for your standout facts because not
Okay.
all DJs are doing karaoke.
Yes.
So make
Okay.
sure you have those 3 facts that really stand out about you to separate you from all the other DJs that are out there in this world and be able to say, how long you've been doing it, what's your expertise. Like, I've done this for so many. And if you have any clientele that are known, you might want to do a name drop.
Oh, nice. And I do. I have a couple celebrities. I've done the Museum of Science and Industry. So I can
Yes.
definitely, yeah. Okay. I like
So
that.
that is so pick out 3 because you don't
Okay.
want to, sell the whole cow. Like
Gotcha.
so pick your 3 that you really want to say that really makes you stand out and that someone will want to go ahead and book you. So,
Gotcha.
but you get good. DJ Lip Gloss. I love it.
Yeah. Follow me on social media.
Yes. Thank you so much for sharing this morning.
No problem. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Do we have anyone else out there?
We do. Stephanie Blakely, I'm going to be unmuting you.
Good morning, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. Can you test your audio?
Is it working?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
you're good.
working.
Okay, cool, awesome. Okay. What if you had an accountant or tax professional that looked like you, worked in your industry, and was giving licensed barbers, cosmetologists, creatives, and estheticians the opportunity to build wealth for future generations? Um, I am the owner of one of the fastest growing tax franchisers in the country. We offer bookkeeping, accounting, and life insurance services through our accountability program. And I'm officially the first person to bring this franchise to Illinois. I have a background in accounting. I also was a public auditor, an internal auditor, but I'm also a licensed cosmetologist, a creative, an image consultant, and I built this business just for you. Okay, call to action. I don't know what my call to action would be.
Do you want them to call you?
Yeah.
Here's my
would you
card. Call me. It could really be that simple. Like, don't overthink it. It could be
Okay.
that simple.
Okay. We have a webinar. Can I send you the link and you view it and get back to me and tell me what you think?
Okay. So here are some things. One is
Okay.
you did not state your name
Oh, okay.
anywhere in there. And then also your pitch was more of a short pitch because it took
Okay.
longer than 30 seconds for you to say everything.
Okay.
So let's think about the three things that you really want your listener to know
Mm-hmm.
that makes you stand out. For one,
Mm-hmm.
you're saying that this is something that's not here in Illinois. So definitely want to keep that in there. You also want to keep in there that what you were talking about, your webinar, so that's coming up. But in your call to action, don't ask, tell them, like, hey, attend our webinar. It's coming up on this date. Because if you ask a question, that's kind of leaving it up to them to decide whether they want to do it or not. But you have to actually tell them, like, yo, come to my webinar, and then tell me what you think about this business. And if you'll be, and that you will definitely actually invest or whatever you want from them. So
Okay.
always make it tell them, because the minute you ask questions or suggestions, that's leaving it up to them. That's not what you want.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
streamline it. You open up with very good, question that really got us thinking. Like, yeah, there aren't really accountants for that. So definitely keep that opener like that. And then when you
Okay.
talk about your expertise, shorten it. Make it sweet. Like, I am a licensed cosmetologist, esthetician, whatever. Like, make sure you do your three basics and how, or you can say how this business has impacted you,
Okay.
or what your customers are saying about it with your expertise. So definitely streamline it. You have really good content. It was just
Okay.
too long for an elevator because I was like, ding, 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 the elevator has opened. People
Okay.
have gotten off. Like,
Okay. Cool.
but you're doing good. Good job, Stephanie. So put your name in there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. We have another one, Simone Jones. Simone, I'll be unmuting you.
Good morning, Simone.
Simone, Simone, are you able to hear us?
Can you guys hear me?
We
Yes.
can. Hi, Simone.
Okay. Hi, good morning. I can't hear you guys, but I'm on the phone and the computer, so it'll work out.
Okay.
My name is Simone, and I am the owner and self-operator of a deep cleaning business by the name of Deep Cleaning Pros, LLC. I help property owners save money. I know I'm all over the place. I'm not really confident in public speaking. I know I shouldn't even say that. I was listening. Let's see. My three standouts would be appliance restoration, health readiness, cleaning. I do offer free consultations.
Well, that's your 3.
Okay. And then my call to action would be a portfolio or my business cards or both. I just have to work on my presentation, obviously.
Yeah, and that's okay, because when public speaking is not your thing, all it takes is just practice. You need to practice just speaking more openly to like your friends and family, and then go ahead and ask them to introduce you to someone who could possibly use your services, and practice pitching to them. It doesn't this isn't something that you're born with. It's not a skill that everyone has, but it is something that you can grow with. Like, you can actually get better at public speaking, but it takes you to practice your skill. And definitely don't say that you're not confident. That's not what you ever want to say. You want to say that you're
Okay.
just trying to perfect your pitch, and that's okay. People will understand that. The minute you tell them that you're not confident, it's going, well, why would I want to be confident in hiring you then? And you don't ever want
Right.
anyone to question that. So again, open with your attention grabber. Think about what's that thing that will get your listener to really hear you. One of the things that you could talk about is like, do you have a stain in your carpet, or do you have something that no one can ever get out, no matter how much you tried? It's just not working. It's like, well, I think I'll be able to do that. I have the products, I have the services, I have the experience cleaning different surfaces that people just believe they could never get a stain out of. And I want
Hmm.
to try it for you. Give me a call. Let me go ahead and try to get that stain out for you.
That was perfect. Thank you so very much.
You are welcome. So, yes, steal that idea, jot down some notes, and go ahead and
Already wrote
start
it down.
practicing.
Thank
Good.
you so much. You're amazing. Thank you.
Oh, you are welcome, Simone. Enjoy your day.
We have one more. Angelica Green, I'm going to be unmuting you.
Good morning, Angelica.
Angelica, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Now I even got more nervous. Okay, my name is Angelica. My name is Angelica. I'm the owner of Proactive Youth Connection Cafe. Our cafe is designed to create a yes environment for the youth, targeted ages 14 to 24. We're, oh, God. Okay, so that's
Take
not
your
good.
time.
Okay. So 3 standout facts. Facts, we have reentry programs, drug clinics, and health clinics in our neighborhood. Connection Cafe will create an environment where we are proactive before we get to those levels and connecting our children with grants, scholarships, and creating a network opportunity on their level to explore their art, creative activity, whether it's music, dance, books, author. Facts about me, I have 2 successful college students. One is a published author and artist at Museum of Science Industry. I want to provide these opportunities to our youth in our Austin community to do so. How do we do that? By coming together as a community and supporting our youth.
What do you want me to do with that?
I don't know. Okay, so that's my close. I don't know. That's what.
You got to have a closer. You got to tell me what to do with
Okay.
that.
What I need from our community is investors to help support this idea. Is that right?
So what you want me to do?
Invest in Connection, Proactive Connection
Yes.
Cafe.
Yes. Okay. So now you got it. You have to say like invest. Like
Okay.
I will please invest in this cafe. So you did the same thing that Stephanie did. You
Okay.
have a whole lot of great ideas. And that is perfect for a short pitch. But for an elevator, in and out, that those doors open and I done walked away 3
Okay.
times.
Okay.
So bring it back, shorten it up. Don't open with your name, but instead open with an actual statement that's going to get me thinking. Man, this community, we definitely need some help. And
Okay.
having a cafe for these young people will be so great. Having a place where they can go, and then you list those things. It's like, doesn't that sound like something that we should be doing here? And then the
Oh,
3 standout facts is just like our kids need more art. They need more outlets for them to get together to share their ideas. And then some of them who have some type of addiction, they need some access to resources to help them out. We don't really have many of that in the Austin community. And then your expertise, you're saying I have successfully put my kids through college. and
that's
have
good. I
managed,
need that. What you?
like, yes. So you want, like, I have successfully put my kids through college. It's despite that we don't have this, but I look at other kids like they could make it too. So
Okay.
again, pick those things, make it strong, and stand confident behind it. Make it conversational. The minute you sound like you're reading something, people are going to tune you out. So have
Okay.
those things on the tip of your tongue. Always have your elevator speech ready to go at the drop of a dime. You
Okay.
want to make sure that they hear you clearly and that they know exactly what you want them to do. It's like,
Okay.
I want you to invest. And I want you to invest because I know that you have done investments for the Austin community already. Come on and invest this way.
Okay. Can you just come with me and do it?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But thank you. No. Because you got
Thank you
this.
so much.
You got this. You have everything that you mentioned sounds great. It's fantastic. But all I'm asking you to do is just shorten it, make it real nice and sweet where it can roll off your tongue at the drop of a hat. I've been
Okay.
in situations where I've been at different networking events or different gatherings, and people had asked, someone else about a business, like, "Hey, I heard you have, this business thing coming up. Tell me more about it." And they sitting there looking like, well, I had this idea and this and that and the other. And it's like, you're not confident. You're not ready for this.
Okay.
But the minute you be like, yeah, I got an idea.
Okay.
And
Okay.
stand behind it. You got this. You got it.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Is there anyone else? Oh, Angelica, take a look at the chat.
I don't see anyone else at this time.
Okay. Nichelle, would you like to present too? Considering that you have something similar? Okay, no worries. All right. So if there's any questions about what has been presented thus far, anything that you are considering, maybe you're not one to really do your public speaking, as we saw, there are others who are just like you. Are there some areas where you're struggling? So I can see the chat. Miss Laverne, I see that you are saying you're trying to get in. You're trying to get into, okay, got it. If you would like, you can type your question. Okay. So this is your opportunity. If you have any questions about what I've been presenting to you, please go ahead. You can put it in there.
Sure. Myeisha, there was one question. Can you
Sure.
please review the elevator and short pitches and the time frame, please?
Yes, absolutely. So your elevator pitch is less than a minute because you have to think about when you get on the elevator and you're going to like floor 10. Sometimes that could be a quick elevator if you're downtown Chicago, but other times it's usually less than a minute for you to get to another floor. Maybe you have a couple of stops in between, but it's no longer than a minute. And then the short pitch. The short pitch, you will have about 10 minutes. Think about going to get coffee with someone, and it has to be like in between like your next meetings or something. That's about 10 minutes that you get to talk to someone. And then you have your long pitch. This is where you're taking an hour. You are really going through every detail that you can. You have up to an hour. Think about when you're getting on someone's calendar and you said that you want to pitch an idea to them and you want to go over your financials and everything. They're most likely going to book you for an hour to sit down for a meeting. So you have up to an hour to really go through and explain. This is not Shark Tank, because most people try to make sure it's like Shark Tank. The long pitch is not like Shark Tank at all. You're sitting there for quite some time, but you want to make sure that you have every detail outlined for your listener. And you want to make sure that if you're talking your financials, everything has to be clear, has to be realistic, and have to be very precise. The minute you mess up on your financials in front of an investor, they're going, something doesn't sound right about that. The numbers don't add up. Does that help? Anyone else have questions?
Myeisha, am I able to schedule a meeting with you about my pitches once I've solidified my business plan? So maybe just a meeting with the Women's Business Development Center?
Absolutely. So go to our website, www.wbdc.org, and you will see our phone number, our email address, and you would just let them know you want to meet with me, and they'll put you on my calendar.
A question did come in, Myeisha. Is the Women's Business Development Center just for women, or are men able to come for counseling as well?
Yes, it's open to everyone. So you can definitely come through. The name women, I know it kind of throws you off, but it's for everyone. The only thing that is specifically for a woman is our ability to offer women-owned businesses certifications. That's the only thing that is specific.
If there's any other questions, please put them in the chat. Myeisha, we're getting a ton of you're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You've really been helpful. I struggled with my elevator pitch for so long, and this really is helping.
Good, good. And if you want to do a one-on-one with me, it is a free service. So definitely go to our website and just put that you would like to meet with me to discuss your pitch.
Can you go over one more time how to connect with you?
Absolutely. So the website is well, here, I'll put it up on the screen. Let's see. So I'm going to go over this and then I'll give you the website. So today you've heard about the WBDC. We talked about the different business pitches, finding your voice by facing your fear, and delivering a strong business pitch. Any questions about this, feel free to ask, put them in the chat. Or you can go to our website and you could schedule an appointment to meet with me or any one of our advisors. Because if you have something specific about your business that you're looking to talk to an advisor about, any one of our advisors will be more than willing to sit down with you. Definitely schedule an appointment. We do give 1 hour consultations. And if you need to schedule a second, you can schedule a second, as many as you need. The Illinois Small Business Development Center makes it possible for us to offer these services. So definitely take advantage of them because they are free. The only time that we would charge you for anything is if we have a very specific cohort with a subject matter expert that has a fee attached to their expertise. But other than that, the business advisors, we don't charge for our services. So if you would like to meet with me to discuss more about your business pitches, I can definitely walk through some things with you on a one-on-one. And then I always give homework. I always give homework in every advising session I have. And my clients love it because I'm holding them accountable to the things that they want to do. That's what we do as advisors. We want to make sure that we hold you accountable to all the things that you want to do with your business. It's not our job to tell you that you're wrong and that your business idea is not going to work. That's not what we do. We definitely support your ideas. Now, here's the other thing. If you have something that's non-for-profit and you want to have some advice with financials, we can't help you with that because we don't offer those type of services to you. However, if you just want to discuss your business and where you want to take it, we can talk with you about that.
Great. A question did come in. What if I do the pitch and someone wants website or employment?
So what do you mean? Like they want you to give a website?
Yes.
Okay. So if you don't have a website, you can always create a landing page. That's just a one-page web address that will take them to get the list of your services. There are plenty of free web developing services that you can use. Pick the one that works best for you, that's user-friendly, and you can at least have a landing page. And if you don't have a landing page, then you can use your social media. Make sure your social media account is for your business and not for you, because you want to make sure that you keep the two separate. You don't want to intertwine your business ventures with your personal. So, and if you have LinkedIn, you could do it that way. Put all the things that you want people to know about your business. You can use that. I've seen that done. But just having a basic landing page, website, you can get those online. The hosting of that website, I believe it could be like $12 a year or something like that, but it's not expensive to have a web page. Also, if you are someone who's a cosmetologist, esthetician, you can have a Style Seat website. So, Style Seat is where you go to list your services, time slots, and such. So you can do that as well. So there are plenty out there for you. Now, when you talk about employment, are you talking about that someone wants to work for you or someone wants you to work for them? Oh, that was a two-part question. So if you talk to someone and they want you to work for them, that's something that you have to decide. Do you want to give up what you're doing to work for someone else? Or if someone wants to work for you, you have to decide, do I have the capital to pay somebody? Because, when you sign on employees, they need to get paid. So if you have a pay structure already because you have a grant or you have a loan that you've taken out where you can go ahead and pay someone a salary, then go ahead and do that. But you want to make sure that you meet with a business advisor. Now, I don't specialize in that, but we do have other advisors that specialize in you signing on your first employee. Most times, if you are a solopreneur and you're having employees, you would want to have them as a 1099 or a contractor, because the minute you sign someone as full time for a business, then you need to have them with health benefits and insurance, and other things like that that you may not be in a financial position to do. So if you want to 1099 someone, then definitely meet with a business advisor that can get you started with doing that. And then also you want to seek out legal services, because if you are signing someone as a 1099, there needs to be a contract associated with that that spells out very clearly what you are expecting that person to do, how long you are expecting them to do it, and what are some consequences for them not meeting the deliverables. So definitely seek out some professional help to make sure that you're signing on someone with some good legal backing. Does that help?
I think it does.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, she said.
Okay, good.
If there's any other questions, let's put them to the chat. We'll give it about another minute for anyone to put anything in there. I put the WBDC website in the chat as well.
Perfect.
And again, that's www.wbdc.org.
Save it in your phone, people.
Right. Well, I think that is all the questions. I want to thank everyone for attending today. Myeisha, thank you so much.
Oh, you're
This was
welcome.
awesome. We really enjoy this interactive webinar. It's
Thank
texting
you.
it to myself, someone put.
Thanks for having
Love
me.
Right. Thank you again. Thank you, everyone. Have a great and safe weekend.
Thanks, you too. Bye, everyone.